Welcome to the 4-minute introduction to out-of-hours tasks. Out-of-hours tasks should only be used between the hours of 4:30 p.m. in the evening and 7:30 in the morning. Using Patientrack, you're able to raise a task which will be sent to the out-of-hours team for triage and allocation to a doctor who's on shift. Let's take a look at how this works on Patientrack. Here, we can see the nurse selecting the patient from the ward list, and then clicking on the task option. And they complete the screen. Notice how the color and timescale of the task is automatically allocated as the nurse enters the task. The aim is for the doctor to visit the patient within the timescale indicated on the task. There are different colored tasks depending on how urgently the patient needs to be seen. Green tasks require the patient to be seen within 4 hours. Amber tasks are within 1 hour. And red tasks indicate that the patient must be seen within 15 minutes. eTasks does not directly bleep the out-of-hours team. You'll see in Patientrack that certain tasks will remind you that you must also bleep the out-of-hours team. On clicking the Submit button, the task is sent automatically to the out-of-hours team. Let's see how the out-of-hours team triage and allocate the task. Notice they've received a bleep, and they are checking Patientrack for the task. On the system, they'll select the patient from the out-of-hours list. Then they'll click on Assign. The Assign Task window appears. As part of assigning the task, they'll select the doctor from the Assign Person list. This list contains all the doctors that are currently on shift. Finally, they'll click on the Submit button. As soon as the task is allocated, it will appear on the doctor's personal task list. Here, we can see our doctor on the ward checking Patientrack for any tasks that have been assigned to them. It's expected that the doctor will be regularly checking Patientrack throughout their shift for their assigned tasks. When a task appears on the doctor's personal list, they will need to review the task and then accept it. Once the task is accepted, the doctor can send a message to the nursing team, including instructions on what to do until they arrive. The doctor must also phone the nurse to let them know that there is an update on the task, as Patientrack doesn't alert the nurse and there is a risk that the patient won't receive treatment. Let's return back to the nurse on the ward. Here, we can see the nurse checking the task. We can see they are on the ward view, but they need to change the list to the out-of-hours tasks. They click on the drop-down and select the patient's task from the list. Here we can see the message the doctor has entered. As soon as the doctor is available, they'll visit the patient on the ward, within the timescales indicated on the task. When the doctor starts to work with the patient, they must remember to click on the Start button. This allows us to collect information to demonstrate the quality of care we provide out of hours, as we capture both the task creation and start time. When they've finished, or handed over the task, the doctor will click on Complete. If they forget to do this, no one will know if the patient has been reviewed or treated. The task completion screen will appear, on which the doctor will summarize what's happened. This isn't a clinical record, as we still rely on physical notes at the trust, but it should provide enough information for someone reviewing Patientrack to understand what's happened. The comments field is mandatory. That's it, that's the out-of-hours tasks in less than 4 minutes. Thanks for watching.